Testing, testing. Welcome, one and all, to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It's been a bit since the last one. How does the things look? You can see the sound. Game's going. Good luck on your stuff as well. I will continue making terrible jokes, doing funny voices, and making fun of the characters we will no longer see. Which includes Mr. Warcrimes himself. That was his last appearance. Penny Nichols and Will Powers, however, will appear again. I will let you know when it's their last appearance. I would Yes. I love Penny too. I wish she had more sprites. They really gave her the short end. Anyways, on the last episode of Phoenix Wright as attorney. Unfortunately, D. Vasquez was the killer, but a sacrifice was made as Salmonella himself was acquitted as an accomplice to the crime. Fuck yeah. On this episode, we are on Turnabout Goodbyes, the last trial of the first game. I think it's going to show the cutscene. It's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how I've suffered. You suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. I can't believe I shot him.
Hey Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
Oh, is that, part of your spirit medium training? did he just do? I didn't kill that guy.
Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something?
Good idea.
So much for rushing spring waters.
Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Golden Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. However, its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal.
Boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower.
No more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose?
Good idea, Nick.
Apparently Fey Blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Some strange occurrences continue at Gold Lake, but this time, it's murder.
Gourd Lake again?
The body of a man who was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended, sources inside the police department revealed. But the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away?
Huh? Edgeworth? My boyfriend? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Maya?
Fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder.
What? When? Where? Who? Why? How?
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
But first... Mia's favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Maya, did you know? You know, I think it's developing a nice luster.
I'll look at your badge later, Nick. We've got work to do.
I suppose you're right.
This is where it happened?
Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything?
Sorry, sir, nothing.
Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double.
But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who...
Shut up. You just try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Let you mute it in time to sneeze, huh? Oh! Hey, you're the hairy guy. Hairy Butts. Wright. Phoenix Wright. When will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Very well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh. You don't say.
Mr. Gumshoe.
The badge! You showed me that. You gotta show that to someone who needs it.
Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here?
Huh? You don't know, pal?
No.
Okay, well, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer.
Head in the... Huh?
Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gold Lake. In that boat were two men. One of the two men shot the other with a pistol. Said Merry Christmas.
And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth?
The couple who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When a report came in, we raced to the lake.
A witness?
A witness?
Don't steal my lines. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it.
Right. Who cares what the witness says?
I care.
You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do. But, the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even taking this investigation that seriously.
Oh no!
After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine no one standing up to take his side.
Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. You know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial?
He hasn't gotten one yet.
What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to would take his case.
Why not?
Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him.
Unfortunately not.
We haven't even seen him yet.
Well, Paladin, you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal that looks like a fucking donut. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney.
Who was this witness?
Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow.
Was there only that one witness?
Yep. It was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So forget about it. So far we're coming up empty.
Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting from me for Christmas, Nick?
Talk to Santa. I'm going home. December 25th. Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
You know, Nick, we've all been here one time or another, haven't we?
I guess it comes with the territory.
I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people.
Oh fuck, it's you. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. Yep, this is the case. What are you doing here?
Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood.
Of course not, I'm in fucking jail. Well, he is in detention. They won't let me play on the monkey bars, right? Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing?
Nick, should we be laughing?
Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth,
We don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you.
Yes, you do.
Actually, he's right.
I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this.
I don't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened?
Edgeworth, what happened? Why should I? What are you going to do about it?
Duh, we're going to help you, that's what.
Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry. You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience.
Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry?
The murder took place at Gore Lake, correct?
Yes, late last night.
The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why are you down there?
I see no need to tell you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really?
Gordy.
Huh?
I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that?
I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Edgeworth, did you know that I am an attorney?
Your attorney's badge?
Edgeworth, let me defend you.
Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet.
What do you mean by that?
Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never.
What?
My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down.
What?
Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty.
I don't believe it.
Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this.
So did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right?
Think what you will. I have only one request.
Huh?
Stay out of this case.
Why? But Nick is trying to help you.
I know that. But I don't want your help, okay?
Why not?
Look, just go away and leave me alone.
Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he?
Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere.
But Nick...
Hey, Bill.
Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case?
Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they had a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember it's still Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your clients declared innocent. No. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. Should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right, over and over.
Detective? Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Neither am I. Why, what do you want your help? I don't get it.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
What, find something?
No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing.
A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal, I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back?
Oh yes, do you have any information on the victim?
Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, see if you can get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal.
You're not coming back, Detective?
Probably not, pal.
So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about?
Alright. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime.
Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh hey, Detective Gumshoe.
What?
We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around?
Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy.
Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information.
Right, now let's get investigating.
Gourd Lake Public Beach.
Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake.
Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though.
Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand.
Samurai dogs.
I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great.
A name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be?
They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know? Nope.
Oops. I hear noises.
My apologies for that delay. I forgot that I had tea brewing in the other room.
It's got honey in it.
Oh yeah, my grandpa took it off the stove. It was really just cooling down. Alright. Back to the investigation. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Ah, that's what we need.
Oh, someone left some poppers here. You know, pull the string, and
And it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them lots around New Year's.
Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them.
Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right?
Was it that obvious?
Poppers? Larceny. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go?
Into my pocket.
Poppers put in Maya's pocket. Got what we need. Boat rentals. Okay, gotta readjust my blankie. Fuck.
Nick, what is this place?
It's a place, Maya, where things are done. Like boats.
Do they have noodles here?
No, Maya, they don't have noodles here. A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either.
Boats. I've never ridden on a boat.
Really? Well, how about we go on one whenever the trial's finished?
Hey, good idea. You bet.
Let me in. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. I'll have to go back here in order to go to the lake. That mic looks a lot better than the one I'm using right now.
I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping.
They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder.
Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murderer.
That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Excuse me, ma'am, are you camping in front of the sign that says no camping? The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent.
You want to try that again?
Wait,
Wait, if the sign says no setting... What if the sign says no setting tents on fire?
Maya. I don't think they have signs like that.
Oh,
You got some beans in here.
hey, Nick.
Well, don't tell me you're hungry again.
No. I was just wondering why are camping pots and pans made out of aluminum?
They don't talk about that in any of the law books.
So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm not having this conversation. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Ma'am, you left your beans open. There's food and some magazines on the shelf. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise.
Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey! I'm Nick.
Huh. Will you stop that?
Maybe it's broken?
Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices.
Well, what then? These things?
The party poppers.
Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you, get your hands off of that. Eek! What in Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Ah! Oh, what? Huh? Sorry, Napa. Don't pay the bills. You know how much a roll of film costs?
I'll pay you back.
What are y'all thinking seeing off party popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just 'cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help! And who are you now, Herr Chaperone?
Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends.
Well, just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for Jesus' sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day.
Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film.
Watch it!
Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later.
I'm really sorry.
Did you know that I am a lawyer? This is my badge.
Huh? Our badge is supposed to be all shiny and impressive. Are you a cop or something?
No, I'm a park ranger.
Fuck.
I'm a lawyer.
What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. 'Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I'll wrestle meaner looking things than you.
No, that's not it at all. We're here to investigate a murder that took place on the lake.
Yeah, yours. A murder? Sounds cool. Why don't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like.
Finally, some cooperation.
You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard.
Come to think of it, where did Maya get to?
Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. And, the culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. A lot of heart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here to photograph and media shows for a research project. Might have pleased meet you.
What happened? What happened?
Oh yeah, what was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately.
It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve.
That's so? Christmas Eve?
A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything?
Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which of them I've seen when. So what is it you do, Lotta? I'm glad you asked. Nothing. Huh? Me? I don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at Country U.
So I hear. Yeah, she did it.
So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago.
What are you photographing?
Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors, yep, meteor showers.
Fallen stars?
That's quite a camera you got there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine slogan.
Isn't that where they make knives?
What was that device you have stuck to the camera? Device. The camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat!
How does camera add it to the chord record? Lotta?
Yeah?
So your camera triggers on loud explosion noises.
Yep.
Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol.
A pistol.
Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper?
I guess it would.
Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it?
No, it was pointed at the sky. I was looking for meteors. Dumb fuck. Hey, y'all are pretty bright.
Huh?
I see what y'all are saying. Tell you what, I have a look-see at my film.
It would have been a photo taken late last night.
I checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeehaw. Someone is dead, Lotta.
She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later.
Lake.
Wow, Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake?
Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here.
Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape?
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the first time we've seen the actual police department.
I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting.
Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal.
Detective Gumshoe!
We just finished that meeting, for better or for worse.
I
get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, I still can't. Yeah, forget about it. No, I still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth is a human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he did something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it.
Well, trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
Oh,
Since I'm sure, my friend Ram Ranch does not know, the defendant of this case is Miles Edgeworth, Phoenix Wright's boyfriend. We'll try to start tomorrow as scheduled.
I see.
Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, Bill. Yes, sir. And, do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Trusting Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. And we're fucking. We trust each other, and that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. His methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. You trust our investigation, see? You trust us to get the right man. That's why I work every extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that.
The autopsy report.
Yeah, we updated it.
I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report?
Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you.
Autopsy report. Time of death. Sometime between the 24th and the 25th. You really narrowed down the time. One bullet shot to the heart. Thank you.
Nick?
Huh?
Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face.
Someone you know?
I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. I got it! It's Mark Hamill.
Well, I hope it helps you, pal.
Thanks, Detective. Wait. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? God Lake? God is sighted. I don't believe it.
Shouldn't you be reading something more important? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
All right, hands against the wall, all of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes in the back of my head.
He must be doing some image training for arrests. Someone more important than you could even imagine. Hey, is that the police department's mascot?
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot.
I see. How nice.
I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do.
Good luck. Hello. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Are you here yet? No.
Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a second, we got bingo. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them, take a look. As you can see, I don't know who the hell these 2 people are. Huh? See? He's shooting him with a pistol.
It looks like that, yes.
You can't really tell who it is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What?
Are you serious?
Of course.
How do you forget? Never mind.
Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? Probably. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. I'll kick the shit out of you. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later.
Wait! Lotta!
What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy?
Tell us what you saw too, please.
Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops.
I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you.
Oops. Lotta.
Don't let it get to your skis and amongst friends today and enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hop down.
She left. Well, that's one more witness. What can we do now, Nick?
Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Make photo added to the court record. On Christmas Day at 2:15 a.m. That makes a little bit more sense why the autopsy would be so vague.
Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey! Ho ho ho!
Oh! Nick! I think Santa's mad at you.
Long time no see, Nick.
Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection.
Don't be ridiculous.
Dude, it's me! Ho ho ho!
Larry? What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one?
Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Fiance deserves the best.
Fiance. Not another model, I hope.
Oh, Fiance's fine. A fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go girlfriend, you know. She bought this costume for me.
That's great, Larry.
Oh, wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice.
Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not
my what? No, she's not.
I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister.
sister. Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister.
No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister.
Oh, sounds great.
Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening.
Nick, please don't show me your bad fuck. Huh? Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back in the trial. Sorry I can't really pay you.
Because you blow it all on Fiance.
But you can have all the dogs you want.
Really?
Larry, if you let her out your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers.
Hey, no problem, if that's what makes her happy, you know.
How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook? What happened? What happened? Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything?
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiance, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold.
Oh. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya.
No, it's just, Fiance's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot.
A model. I knew. Well, anyway, there was a murder on the lake. The trial's tomorrow.
Oh, neat.
The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth.
Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth?
Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that, Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy?
Yeah, he's a murder suspect.
Whoa, murder?
Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry?
Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school.
What?
Samurai dogs.
Tell me about the dogs.
Huh? Well, this one's a poodle, this one's, a chihuahua, this one's a lab, and this one's a feral wolf.
Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kinda look gourd-shaped.
Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs.
Ouch!
The samurai thing was Fiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. He was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs.
Something about that just seems wrong.
Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news.
Big news?
Yeah, Gordy.
Gordy?
Let's talk about Gordy.
What's Gordy?
Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster, Gordy.
Monster?
A monster? Where? Yeah. Check it out, this is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo.
Wow, it's really real. Really real, wow. Nick, a monster, a real monster.
Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right?
Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo.
What's this?
I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
So another person witnessed Miles fucking shoot someone.
I wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion? I actually just heard an explosion earlier today.
Larry, can I borrow this article from you?
Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million.
1 million?
Grow up, Larry.
Now let's talk about Edgeworth.
So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry.
Yeah, Nick and him and I used to hang out all the time.
Wow, I never knew.
Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of stuck in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father.
Like his father?
Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day.
Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer?
Yeah.
Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney.
What? Edgeworth's got a proboscis on his knee?
No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer.
Oh, go figure. He's always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know, Nick?
Nick?
Phoenix knows something. Phoenix has the motherfucking tea.
Not a gumshoe in sight.
You know, if you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there for a while.
Well, a lot of heart, it has to be. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report one more time? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Christmas Day, Grossberg's office. That old familiar clearing of the throat.
Aha! You're Mia something, are you not?
I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright.
Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg?
Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
Did you know
and I am a lawyer. You've really grown up in the past 2 years, my dear. How proud Mia would be if she could see you now.
She said she was more worried about me than anything.
Just go on and take the compliment, will you? There was a murder last night.
You don't say. A murder? You haven't
heard?
I just woke up, you see.
Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot?
But the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts, old bitter desserts.
Oh, wait.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah!
Did you remember?
He was a lawyer here in my office. That Hammond, that's Robert Hammond.
Mr.
Hammond?
And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot?
Robert Hammond? Who is this Hammond guy anyways?
Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case.
That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar?
Perhaps you remember?
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder.
That's the incident where the police was so at a loss, they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean that was the medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Mr. Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But that case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed.
Say hello to one of the first reminiscent themes. DL6.
They never caught the
criminal, right?
Correct. Missy Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the man who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again.
But wait, does that case have to do anything with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother.
Misty Fay's photo added to the court record. Oh god, you're back. I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. What happened? Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again. Please just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case. Understand? Why did you go to Gourd Lake? I have no intention of telling you. Nor apparently would you tell Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you.
Did you know? Your attorney's badge, I can't see one of those right now. women. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like you weren't up to the job. I just thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you think it still would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all.
And how come the suspect wasn't caught?
I'm glad you asked, motherfucker. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim of the Gourd Lake murder. Correct.
That spirit medium, that was my mom.
What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought the terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago, which means that if you do the math... I was 9 at the time. 15 years ago on December 28th.
December 28th?
The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days.
What? Nick, what does that mean?
When a case statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever.
What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. It seems that you are checking Discord. If he's still alive, he'd be 50 years old by now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case.
Your father? So your father was a lawyer?
Yes, a defense attorney. He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps.
Can we not talk about my dad? I'd rather not talk about it. Your attorney's badge. I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, Wright. sorry, I can't think of anything I want to say about that. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no.
So you didn't shoot him?
No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? It pains me to ask you this now.
I know, you want us to defend you.
Yes. Will you?
Of course we won't. Who could have guessed the day would come? No, it's me. This is my chance to finally pay you back.
Pay him back?
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. I will be distraction-free in just a moment. Alright, so because there are only 2 prosecutors in each game, this should be a short trial.
As they should probably be using the tutorial prosecutor, Winston Payne. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know.
My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe.
Edgeworth's request put in his pocket. Well, I guess we should...
Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! It's calming down. Whew, that was scary.
Oh, I feel so submissive and breathable right now.
Huh? Where's Edgeworth?
There! He's on the floor, in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes.
I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball?
Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's gonna stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Guard, can you pick him up?
Sure thing, boss! Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Forget about it. What's going on here?
Eep!
What's wrong, Detective? This water lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk about y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What is this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire a pistol.
What?
She even had a photographic proof to prove it. Yes, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of mine, but it should let us see who's who.
She can do that?
Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow.
Huh? What happened to the other witness?
Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? You can do that? I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne will kill him. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is gonna ask the state to assign a public defender.
Well, do I have news for you?
I was just asked to file the paperwork. Still got time, Bill. Go talk to him again for me, please. You've got to convince him. You gotta make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, Bill. The only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, I actually got his letter of request. Look what I got.
Is that my lunch money? I can't afford lunch anymore. Yeah, you did it, Bill. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. Wait, see you in court tomorrow then.
Good luck, Bill. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check up on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later.
I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes.
I wonder. I was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. And because we still got time left, it is time for the trial. Oh. Ram Ranch. While you were here, I guess you can see it now. We've officially overpassed where I was playing the game in the server. Oops. December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court's Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma. I may have to stand to voice this character. That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is the god of prosecution rights. A god.
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. And it's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
Oh. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in his 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya?
Uh-huh.
We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think?
Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
She's moved on, Nick. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing. We could really fucking use her.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m., District Court, room number 3. Is that George Washington?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecutor Von Karma. I've looked forward to this trial.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective the Gumshoe. What is a man?
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incident now. Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. Murder happened late at Christmas Eve, around midnight. There's one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping there on the edge of the lake. 12:10, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop.
Overhead map added to the court record. Thank you. I've been practicing this voice a lot.
Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling the proceedings. No. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not.
A man called it into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
Man was called. You received a call from a man?
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Did they have summoned the woman who was camping?
The woman who was camping. A lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
Anyone fucking seen this guy?
How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is get there quick.
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for detective. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue.
Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many times have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. He's objected to every single testimony so far.
I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep trusted relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard of so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now. But the next morning, our body was found in the lake.
Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. And you're to blame. You give love.
Absolutely.
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bad to the bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that?
Well, we found a murder weapon in a boat.
The murder weapon.
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Ah, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. That wasn't a laugh, Phoenix.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
Wait. Objection! Your Honor, I'm fucking Mr. Edgeworth. He is left-handed. Oh yeah, like... it probably struck bone, but they found it in the heart.
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence.
Pistol added to the court record.
Your Honor. The victim was an octopus. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullets found in the body. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick? What does that mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me?
Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic markings to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed.
This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. I just make up shit as I go along. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth really did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's most decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... No, Your Honor. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get it on with it, man. Yes? This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyways? My source is that I made it the fuck up. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man wasn't the person in the photo.
True. However, I'm also withholding information from you.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. I just had the gun aimed at him. And my finger happened to be on the trigger.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
It was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya?
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
No. Sorry, it's no good.
Ugh.
I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? I can't call my sister. I might as well not be here, right?
No. You're useless. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's a thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Oh, everyone has their off days.
You're not on one of your off days, are you, Wright? And I kind of need you here.
I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out.
Really?
Whoa, Wright? Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Court is back in session. Mr. Montgomery, call your witness.
Yes. Will Mr. Lotterheart take the stand? Are we back? We're back. Lotterheart, you are a research student at a university.
There I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incidents. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard the bang coming from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incidents. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if they do not have order immediately.
As the witness stated, she looked at the lake when she heard the shots. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Order, order, order! I will have order. I will have order.
You're taking my accents. Well, Judge,
The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. The court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
a cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose, or you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? No, we're fucked. Honestly, I found nothing. I don't know, I thought her testimony was strange. She was so vague about everything. I bet Von Komroff probably fed her lines. But if you don't cross-examine her, the judge will... He'll bang down that flimsy gavel of his and declare Edgeworth guilty. I guess we'll have to bluff it. But if we mess up, contempt of court. Hey, if we lose, we'll be held in public contempt. Right. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh, well, yeah. Well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car. Hold on. Wait just a fucking second. What is a car? Why were you camping there anyways? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait, now, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
When I looked out of the window, I saw those two gents in a boat. What is a window?
Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble.
Von Karma? I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't near a thing on that lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Howdy, Mr. Hart, you... Howdy. Yeehaw.
Mr. Wright, are you that bound to the bond? The witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor...
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
If that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh. Nick! Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but... if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgments.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me! Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony fucking sucks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lana, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You'll stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, no, Lana. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
I'm going to move that button one day, but today's not the day. Wrong.
What?
Didn't you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again.
Order, 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 order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Mr. Lotta has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of courts.
No, I am! If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me!
Very well then. Very well. Maya Fey, guilty. You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya.
I cannot for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here, or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what about the other man?
You can all expect to be allowed to blithery and blithery? Blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Damn. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
I saw it clear as day. Man on the boat, Edgeworth.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
The photo I took.
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with a professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boats. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That is why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. It's amazing. First trial and we already hate him.
You're right, it was cold tonight and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See ya, no problem.
You used binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. How Edgeworth was seen.
Honor.
Your Honor, she did not say it because I told her to forge evidence. Kill Mr. Wright.
So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now, just hold on your horse for 1 second. You hasty Yanks types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car.
Oh yeah, like absolutely. The prosecutors get away with so much stuff in these games, and it's entirely because it's based off of pretty terrible court system. Defense attorneys do not win. Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart sings it Miles Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
Ah, he's not letting her answer any of my questions.
Still, I brought my binocular.
Hold on, what is a binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that?
Ugh!
Oh yeah, this takes that to the extreme. I got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Okie dokie. This is make or break it. Camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hear you. Camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight hard.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars.
If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him?
I did, yeah.
Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many times Von Karma objects I get. I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do.
You're right, it was a cold night, and shit, fuck.
Set up to take cameras. You're photographing shooting stars. That's a lie.
See, that's who?
Take a look at this photograph. This was taken on an automatic setting, was it not?
Yeah, that's right.
You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. But as this photograph clearly shows, the camera's pointed directly at the lake. Welcome back.
Oof!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Best quality, his wiggles.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. This is what Miss Hart was trying to photograph, Your Honor. The temptation was there, but if I do the joke too many times, it's gonna start being even less funny. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting of Gordy Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down there at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I don't have proof. Well, I don't have proof.
But your ineptitude is entertaining, Mr. Wright, but enough is enough. I've had enough of baseless claims made without a hair of evidence to support them.
Well, alright, if that's how you want to play, I'll show you evidence.
Mr. Wright, are you sure about this?
I'm sure sick of that smarmy prosecutor putting me down. Or did he tell me so I'd get mad and make a mistake?
Very well, let's see it. No joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
Oh yeah, I love it. Like, him just squeezing his arms. Like, he's an instant from just dislocating his shoulder. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when the gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? And that's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for the Gordy from the courts? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm gonna spot it.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop I'd get if I got the picture of that monster. That's why I was camping by the lake. Well, that's all I was hiding. When I heard a bang, I looked right out of the lake. I heard bang like there wasn't much else to look at, so I was just watching. So I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. So I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fry.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
Excuse me. We're here to report the murder of Broken. I was called away. Or I thought I was. I thought I heard knocking on my door. Gonna get set back up. For context, I don't have soundproofing in my room, so I'm just doing all of this under a blanket. I assume that was a typo, so I will allow it.
The witness is unchanged from the witness's testimony is unchanged from before, as well as the witness herself. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Is there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. A lot of new testimony. Lake. And what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There's a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative or photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career.
Imagine what scoop I'd get if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up there on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Miss Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. You meant to cross-examine that, didn't you? That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? Only time the camera was triggered was that night. Well, that's all that I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Well, that's some news. The prosecutor told me not to. What hell? Heck, if the word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. Yeehaw. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I've never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. A lot sharper sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Bobs. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands. I thought it was a gunshot. Oh, absolutely. My family does hunting, and I've been next to their guns as they shoot, and it's terrifying for me. For context, I did not shoot anything. I'm queasy. They just needed someone who could drive. Was there nothing on that lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass. And pop a cap in my ass. And nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Actually, I'm not a researcher. I was camping out by the lake. Miss Hart. Were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you, however, are a freak. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping out at the lake to take pictures of Gordy.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting because of all the Discord servers that use Kappa that it's started out as a Twitch emote, but pretty funny. And yeah, Phoenix is a jerk. He is maybe my fourth favorite protagonist. Nice. You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah!
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Ah! Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But, hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What's she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Yeah, Phoenix calling people weird, and meanwhile he's rode his bicycle to court, fucking went through a wind tunnel, spiked his hair back.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But
you really can't tell from this photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of my, but well, sure, just let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the courts?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the courts. Show us the enlargements.
Objection! The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the courts.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing from this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy no, Mr. Wright.
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargements. You got the enlargement. Did you enjoy your Viagra? A little good it has done any of us. That is why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
It's over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lana Hunt.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? We save scum, that's what we do. Uh-oh. Think of something. No good. Guess I'll just sit back and see how this turns out.
Very well. Allow me to state my verdict.
Oh, no. I should have pressed further.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for a misinterpretation of the facts. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
And that is the end of Phoenix Wright. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement. But the future refused to change. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Miss Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. We can't see their face. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does...
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Bears prints. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were found from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
I'm glad you asked. Finally. Fuck you, Larry. Wait, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Sacrifice one friend to save another? What's the point?
Well, Miss Wright, your answer. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
The victim himself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot.
The distance.
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter. That's 3 feet.
You're thinking of a yard, Mr. Wright. There's no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Fixing my blinky.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend my proceedings for the trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Ooh, that was a close one. Hey! Aren't you glad you're not guilty in this timeline? Don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright.
Well, yeah, but what happened on that lake? What happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was a meter away too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh,
Right. What?
tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Now, we have options. I can either continue playing Ace Attorney, or... where is it? I can switch to a game that I've been wanting to finish, but have been horrified to. A certain game called Lost in Vivo. The game, if I play it, I'll be starting from the beginning. But it's based on the Silent Hill series from what I know. And, love when that happens. It's based off the Silent Hill series, and what is it? Made by the same person who made Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion place. No, 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 no. Stop. Oh, yeah. That is true. I am terrified of being alone in this circumstance. So we'll get some. I can either find an overlay. Because apparently this has an overlay. I need to make a be right back screen. And while I'm setting things up, complicated. I will not be able to see chat unless I pull it up on a separate device, my cellular phone, if you will. Doggy. Yes, as we meet them, I will be adding to the characters that either we miss or that I just want them there. That list will get bigger. Is it? Oh, looks like it's above the game. Let's see if I can. Live reaction. Now I will be torturing myself and starting over from the beginning so that everyone can see the things. Bye. Well, how are you feeling? Do you feel these sensations are still helping? You could try something a little more direct. We could start in vivo exposure therapy. Dougie. Wait, I have. Fuck, I didn't realize this. Okay, I gotta. Dougie. I have to position my mic on my stomach. Let's go this way. No. Please. I'm trying to remember the dog's name. I think it's Danny. Oh, trust me, you will. I've seen up to the second level of this game, and I will still have heart attacks. And even then, I don't have too much more time left, so I'll probably go for another hour. Doggy. I petted a dog. At this point, I would be like walking over my dog, protecting them from the rain. Oh, fuck it. My phone closed. Here, let me take a screenshot while the dog is getting soaked. no. Adjusting things in the background. Okay. I can't just leave. I have to find her. I have to find her. I can't just leave. Oh. Interesting. I've only done research on this game to see if there were jump scares in the game. And I know there's a new game plus. Oh yeah, that's the plus of doing this to Twitch. Much better bitrate than Discord. So let's see what ending this gets us. Bad owner ending. Lost in Vivo. Well, guys, that was Lost in Vivo. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Yeah, this was actually a speed run. So how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I had my therapy.
If I did a continue, I'm pretty sure it would have used my save file from the Discord game. Oh yeah, I streamed Disco Elysium too, but that game's long enough to where I don't know if I would do a new game of it until I finished the one I'm doing currently. Plus, I unfortunately know the main character's name, so I can't roleplay as Carl anymore. I still can, in my heart. Davy Run. Detective, your name is... Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't look into the mirror and you don't have to see his face. No, I actually am going to do myself a test. Okay, it's not working. Walking simulator. If you don't see here in the background, I was pressing buttons to see if I could skip the scene of having to watch the dog. Also, this is a game I will never stream in the dark. So I have both my lights on and the window open. Oh, fuck. No, it's not dark at all. It only gets dark at 8. And because I'm not in a voice call this time, there's something I know that's coming up. That I will actually hear this time. Pretty pretty tough radio. Zeppeli. Gonna meet the fucking the dude in the car. Fuck. That wasn't easier when I know it was coming. There might be items back there. Here, let me just tear this wall down. What gave you that impression? Meat. It's not much on the TV nowadays, so I thought I'd make my own show. Started putting food and rancid meat on the useless old box, and all sorts of little critters would come and play. Really relax and just sit on the sofa and watch the meat. Small critters started attracting larger ones to the show. Some horrid putrid thing just kept coming by to watch, so I just pretend to be asleep until it passed. But I think it knows I'm awake. I think it's watching me, not the show on TV. Oh, and I also did Google things about that I've already seen, specifically levels that way, so I wouldn't spoil myself. My eyes are useless. All they do now is sting and show me stuff that can't be real. If that rancid thing wants them, then I say let it have them. Get a load of this guy. Doggy. There's something behind me. I don't want to look. Close my eyes. You turned my light off. Meat. I'm pretty far back from my computer. It's like at my feet, and my head is against the bed frame. So I'd say about 3 feet away. Get me the fuck out of here. That wasn't there last time. I didn't activate New Game Plus, did I? I don't want it to sneak behind me. I might have activated New Game Plus. Fuck. Okay. So I saw that on the first level there's a thing for New Game Plus, and the only thing I read about the first one is that, in a room that's coming up, there are some monsters that are behind a cage. The bars are missing in New Game Plus. So if I get attacked, that'll be the end of the stream. As I will have a heart attack and die. thank fuck I didn't activate it. So yeah, there are like monsters in these. I mentioned this game to one of my coworkers at the haunted house, and I said, "What?" It actually gave me inspiration for a costume that I'm designing for the haunted house, which is going to be like a mixture between a rat and a cockroach. I call it the cock rat. Shit. Now, because I know I didn't activate New Game Plus, I know that the homeless guy is the only guy I can actually get attacked by and also attack. But unlike my first playthrough, I did not attack him. Now, because it's based on Silent Hill, uh, there are things you can do similar to Silent Hill. You are not defenseless. However, these 10 shots are for the motherfucker. Oh. And I also did some research, and because I don't want to have to save, you get an ending if you shoot your dog right here. Thank you. I've seen it described as the worst ending in the game. Understandably so. Oh no, we're here. I wonder if the bigger names were from like people that backed the Patreon, the bigger tiers. I know you. Sequel we've all been waiting for. Wow, there's a lot more of these weight loss things that I... Now, I said we're saving the bullets. But I think we know what needs to be done. The cubed. Yeah, I know what's coming. I'm sure that guy from earlier didn't know what was coming. Had that glass not been bulletproof. I don't like that. Yeah, we're joking about the situations, but that's not stopping me from almost shitting myself. Please. Yes, but once I reach the point where nah, I haven't played yet, that's when I will get a lot less brave. I could deny that message, but I'll let y'all call me out when I deserve it. Well, let y'all, it's not something I can control. Wait, I think, no. I was gonna get the hit by a train ending. No? Also, I keep pausing the game to see if something is music or like audio from the game. Uh, the game does an evil thing where all the audio in the game of like things moving around and shit plays alongside the music, even when you pause. Doggy. Yeah, I'm experiencing the nightmare right now. Also, I'm gonna try and get the tape that I missed when I played this in Discord. This fox sure be vibrating. Oh, I'm getting microwaved. Wait, no, it's in here. Sunshine Land Donuts. Midnights? Yeah, I will be not be getting to the enemy of this level. Because it's actually starting to make my stomach feel nauseous. We'll be getting this though. I'm gonna turn into fucking cocaine or something. Got the key. The good news is they have a pretty good music for whenever there's an enemy like actually aggroed against you. So we're gonna save that. He's not there this time. They gotta get vacuumed, boss. Is it dark in there? Yeah, like the police are gonna find my dead body here, and they're gonna like try and figure out, okay, where has he been? And they're just gonna see like holes in the wall from everywhere I hit with my sledgehammer. Just a bread trail of broken infrastructure. Eepee. Oh, that's a pretty good map. Well, that's good because we will be calling that. I am sure. But that will be the end of the stream. As soon as I can get off the menu. But congratulations, we have now experienced a game other than Penis Wright, Ass Attorney. It's been fun. Ideally next time I will have finished the overlay that I'm working on. Oh wait. Almost forgot something. There we are. You know what? I'll add him too before I leave. I know that some of us may not like him, but I think he's honorary of being a character I like. So long for now, and have a nice day.